Yo yo yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new UEC video. Today it's the Australia Grand Prix and I'm not really that confident. Anyways, let's drive out of the garage and start with our first flying lap of the day. A little bit to the front.
Hey, Max, are you starting a lap or?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I've just done the same as that did in Abu Dhabi. I feel
71. So that's it for qualifying. We managed to qualify P6, which is actually decent since I wasn't confident at the start of this qualifying session. Anyways, it's the race that matters the most. Let's get a good start and then it's all about the strategy from that point on. Let's go to the race.
I think it is luck. Ah,
Got damage.
when push up.
What did I just say? I just mentioned we had to get a clean start and of course get a good getaway from our starting position and even got damage from that point. How's that not a safety car already? And you hear me say it, how is that no safety car?
Kid, bro.
My teammates are somewhat negative as well from looks of it. Probably got involved in an incident or something. And there's another yellow flag.
Yeah, what the fuck am I seeing? Unboxing, I don't give a shit.
Unboxing as well, I have damage. And because of the safety car, we can actually box for new hearts as well, as simultaneously change the front wing, which is basically the main point why I'm coming in the pits.
Bro, you know, like, first I get pushed off by MER driver. Then this fucking, I don't know who Stabby's racing for.
Stabby's after you.
Yeah, he can't fucking race, bro.
We're going to skip forward towards the end of the safety car because it's coming in. You already heard my teammate complaining about a few other drivers who are, well,
No.
not so clean, let's say.
Yes, right.
Anyways, let's go to the restart here. The guys went off
Hope so.
very early, earlier than I expected actually. And because of that, the gap is a little bit larger than I was expecting and wanting to.
Driver behind me on
Still, we're going to try to make the best out of this restart, even though we're on the harder compounds, which is slightly a disadvantage. But, you know, they will last. And perhaps we can pick off the cars one by one, because they were probably going to fight for the positions since they're on the same medium compound of tires. And they're actually proving me right. We're trying to go for a gap and for the overtake, which fails. I was waiting for myself to comment on that, knowing myself I would probably be a little bit upset about these things, and we're actually having a snap of oversteer on the exits, which allows the car, well, who is now in front of us, to pass. Fast forward to the third sector and we're actually closer behind the cars ahead. We actually made a mistake. This
moron.
We're lucky that we avoided that instant because, yeah, I don't want to break my front wing once again. We already had a wing change earlier in this race. Oh, these guys are questionable. Fast forwarding once again, we are behind the guy, actually almost pushing him into that corner and trying to make an overtake on him because, yeah, we were slightly faster than him in the previous section of this lap, and seems like a very easy move since we used some ERS and DRS of course to pass this guy.
I lost 2 positions, but I'm good.
And I think my teammate got involved in a slightly brown issue, let's say like that, whilst we were of course overtaking the guy who is now behind us, HS Mort. So that's one down. Let's try to push to E69 F1. He's a very quick and talented but also experienced racing driver, so it could be a little bit of a challenge to overtake him, but we're still going to try to do our best. Seems like they're battling up front, and perhaps we could try to overtake a few of them since they're so busy.
Wow, there's so many.
Now Wildstorm is driving like a dick.
Yeah, there was a car spinning actually, so that's a free position. Now we're in the middle of this fight. Seems like the guy in front is trying to overtake the guy next to him, but he's pretty low in ERS.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up.
I'm bored. There's a 2 second gap in front of me and a 3 second behind me.
These are probably worse than Imola, where I'm sitting today. We're 6 laps into the race.
Oh, I just went around the outside of the guy. You have to give it to them. That was very good, clean
11th?
racing from actually the
Kalama,
entire
Kalama.
group. We managed to
got
pass
this.
E69, which is
I'm on
pretty good,
hards
so
as
we're
well,
trying
eh?
to move on, and
Yeah,
These
I
people
I
are
take MAR
mediums.
Scotty.
it's
He's
crazy.
actually in the same pit box
I'm
as
surprised as well.
us, so let's try to overtake him as fast as we can. If
Oh,
not,
that's a real
then
key.
we're probably gonna lose out on a lot of
That's
time,
fine.
of
Yeah,
course.
my brake
Besides
light,
that, the moment there will be a safety car and we're still behind him, then we're of course going
thought
to
55.
double stack and lose even more time, which is so necessary. So yeah, we're trying to take it a little bit aggressively, as you saw in the previous corner, close the gap towards him so that we can overtake him. Actually, the DRS is activated previous lap, so I made a slight error with that when editing. Anyways, we're trying to close the gap, of course. Hopefully he makes a mistake soon and we can capitalize on that.
Not gonna lie, these they have taken a second out of me this lap.
Oh, stairs guard, 100%. Box, 100%.
Should I stay out?
What's the tire on?
15.
Nah, box for mediums.
Oh, that's what I thought as well.
So yeah, we're going to box once again for a new set of mediums. And as I said, I already was expecting a potential safety car since it's Australia.
Bro, this game is...
Welcome.
No, I'm getting held up as well. MAR Scott is my teammate. No, you're joking me.
I kind of forgot that during the race that he was my teammate. I was so focused with the race that I actually forgot that.
How are you behind?
So we're back with the restart, of course. My teammate actually warns me, saying, okay, let's go, we're going racing again. And that actually helped me out in this situation, because we're even
Yeah,
closer
twice, wasn't
to E69 than we were with the previous restart, even though we weren't behind him. And you see, we're actually touching the grass ever so slightly because I was focused on the car behind, even though I should be focusing on ET610 because he's our next rival we should overtake in this race. And he's getting close, he's fighting with the guy in P9. And whilst they were busy in turn 4, I think we can actually try to overtake E69 here. I think this is turn 6 of the track. He went a little bit deeper than I expected, so we got a little switchback on him. And taking the grass.
Whoa, I just went on the grass.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Anyway, he tries to overtake me, but I don't think he has quite the overspeed to overtake me. And we're gonna skip a lap actually, because nothing really happened during that period of time. But these guys up ahead were fighting the entire time
Jesus,
from
lagging.
sector
Yes.
1 to
What?
2 to
Fuck's sake!
3 actually. And as you can hear, my teammate
that
isn't
you?
that happy.
Fuck off.
He sounds really pissed about whatever happened over there. I haven't seen the footage with what the incident is and why he crashed. But yeah, he got taken out, and that's actually 2 free positions for us. So we're now in P7, which is, you know, progress, of course. After a few laps, we are still behind Blunty. They're fighting for the position up ahead for a couple of laps now, and actually a few corners they went side by side. So we're trying to catch up. The guy's going down the inside and we actually made a collision, which turns out into a crash. Yeah, we kind of hit him over there, but it's like ever so slightly.
Why? You
And the red car already pointed towards the concrete wall,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah.
me giving the final touch, I don't think that was very nice, but yeah, still somewhat a racing incident from my hand side. I don't know who is at fault between those two. Anyways, it's 2 free positions, and we're now in P5 chasing MAR Scott. A few corners later, and we're still behind Scott, but he's actually making a few small mistakes, and I think we can capitalize on that. Let's try to overtake him before the S section. Let's use some DRS and ERS actually as well to make it a little bit easier. It's just a clean pass around the outside before entering the S section, and we're up in P4 right now. We're really trying to use these tires as much as possible, trying to catch our teammate Joji, who is in P3 right now, and potentially grab a podium. Who knows? But first we have to break the DRS from the guys behind, because there's actually one on softs and a few on hards as well, so
I just had 3 snaps of oversteer and 2 corners time.
I was about to say that we had like 3 massive snaps of oversteer in the final 2 corners. Anyways, let's stay focused and try to push towards Joji, because he's our next target. For the past few laps I was really pushing. As you can see, we broke the gap towards Scotty. He actually has a guy between us right now. But because we were
Kirsten?
pushing, we actually hurt our tires quite a bit,
Yeah,
and
probably 'cause he saw
yeah,
me
they really
going.
fell off. So I think it's time to box for a new set of mediums. Let's see if it's going to be a good pit stop. Of course, the best crew in the game we have. So with these used tires, they were from lap 1. We are trying to go until the end and potentially catch the guys who are in front of us, as there's a car approaching. He actually is giving us some space to work with, and had a big slide on the exit. Let's try to overtake him. A very easy pass if you ask me, with
Oh, they were
a little bit of ERS usage, but yeah, we had to overtake him. And from now on, it's just trying to stay focused and push these tires
Gonna be
towards
like
the end.
60% highway, so.
Oh, if I can get within Curse's 3 seconds.
Yeah, but I hate to be an asshole, but we're probably gonna slingshot each other.
Then don't be an asshole.
It's gonna be a bit hard when he's already on my fucking ass.
Very
Yeah, and we
That's
actually
gonna
have a little bit of a laugh with our teammates
Climb somehow.
to entertain ourselves
There's no
during this
point
race,
fighting when he's
because
on softs and
you know
DRS.
you have to do something
Okay, then
during
yeah, you're just gonna
during the race instead of
then
just
go try to stay
talking
again.
about tires, etc.
Climb again.
Anyways, let's try to catch the guys ahead.
It's gonna be slow.
No people in the pits.
Idiots.
Within a second.
For the past few laps, we were really pushing, trying to set compatible lap times compared to our previous best, of course. Anyways, I think we have a run on Scott here.
You're not gonna
Let-
tell me you're deploying ERS.
Yeah, and I think
Oh,
he's
yes.
actually deploying. You see the red line flashing in his rear wing, or whatever that part is called. I have no idea. Anyways, going through the fast S section once again. Hopefully we can try to catch E69 F1 and Joji at the end of this race. For now, I think we have to focus on E69 F1. He is, of course, the first car who's ahead of us. And yeah, these tires are really working for us in the third section. You can see how much we're actually gaining on E69 F1 just in this final sector alone. The gap before we overtook Scotty was around 2.2 and now it's 1.6. Oh, Plump has 6 seconds. Oh, I'm so close to him. I can get him. We didn't even pass E69 yet and I'm already thinking about the next guy. He has a 6 seconds, so potentially we could get him as well. Almost a full lap later, but we are in his DRS and actually trying to overtake. You can see he's really flashing. And he's actually going defensive in that corner a little bit. Let's try to overtaking on the next straight when we have DRS. We could actually use a little bit of battery, but he's going very wide.
What the fuck you're doing?
I am not catching him with that line.
And that's making our lives a little bit easier, of course. Now, it could be strategically placing his car behind mine, because now he has the DRS, since I don't have it. So we might have to defend against him.
I have to get this guy.
Yeah, and I'm still busy with Pluto, because the gap is actually around 6 seconds with a lap and 1 sector to go. Can we actually get him? Going to be a little bit difficult because our tires are actually dying very quickly and we have a little bit of battery left, so we could potentially push till the end of the Grand Prix, but yeah, these tires are dropping off and it's mainly the third sector where we need these tires, of course. We are not the only one who are facing some tire wear, because Plump, who is actually on the hards, yeah, they pitted like 16 laps ago or something, so he must be struggling as well. We're about to enter the final lap of this race, as Mark will say. Yeah, I was already predicting that. Anyway, the gap is around 6.1 seconds, I would say. So we have to push till the end.
Oh, I have to get the guy, come on.
Yeah, and I'm really focusing on that right now. In the first sector we're not that good actually, but with these tires advantage, yeah, we probably could get him. So, yeah, as you can see, we're actually closing the gap and we cannot lose concentration at this stage of the Grand Prix. The gap, yeah, it closed down to around 6 seconds. When we make a little bit of a mistake through that corner, and no worries, we still have battery to use, so we're actually gonna drain it a little bit towards around 10%, I would say.
I'm so close, come on.
I'm sorry, Max. I've been pulling him whilst I've been trying to fucking keep up with Kurt.
And it looks like Joji, my friend and teammate, actually tried to battle him and give us as much time as possible. But the real question is it going to be enough? The gap is just below 6 seconds, so it's going to be really tight and we're still pushing till the end. As you can see, we don't have any battery left, but I think it's still good enough to secure P4 in this Grand Prix.
I'm going to make it.
Yes! 2 tenths! Yes! And we actually did it. It was so close till the end of the Grand Prix, but we just got him with 2 tenths. And here are the results of the Grand Prix. My teammate Joji actually managed to get P2 in the end, so that's very good of him. Myself, of course, in P4. And unfortunately, in P11, my other teammate Theodore. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.